No, it's making me think about the group chat the other week and y'all realizing that I followed competitive Smash for the first time.
Well, we weren't realizing it. You like dumped. You were like,
I knew that. We talked.
Right.
We had talked about that before.
Okay.
You played the new Smash in my house, and you were just like, man, people hold this shit over my head. Man, they don't know how deep in this melee I am. You know?
Right.
Well, when you told me you were a Luigi main, I think like within the first couple of weeks I knew you, I was like, this guy plays a lot of Smash.
Yeah.
If you're doing the
used to. Yeah,
you're doing that shit.
Yeah.
You're a menace.
Yeah, I always say I was a Luigi main before it became like a trend, which it did. You know, I don't know if it was like a couple games back. It was like they really boosted, you know, upped his rank in the game, and then it was like,
oh, you mean after Melee?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the second they added like online capabilities, it was, and now the thing that bothers me about the current Smash is that like the best characters are always going to be the ones that look the dumbest. It's the ones that are dumb as fuck. Like I think Luigi was part of that precedent. Like they Jigglypuff. But
you're talking about in recent Smash.
In recent, like
I'm just talking
Smash
about
Ultimate.
the Melee, top tier Melee. Jigglypuff isn't Lunchbox, whatever the fuck his name is.
Hungry Box. Yeah, but but Luigi isn't. Luigi isn't like isn't
no.
Yeah.
No.
Melee is it's Fox and Marth and
and Falcon and fucking Jigglypuff.
Yeah.
That's like it, right?
And Sheik is up there in Melee.
But if if you were going
to
some
Princess Peaches every once in a while,
into a competitive match like for Melee, the assumption would be that maybe the unspoken thing or the spoken thing would be, you know, the people that are going to win this thing are playing with Fox.
Yeah. I was just watching a short doc about when like dude won a tournament with Yoshi for the first time.
Wow.
After that precedent had been set, and it was just like he came into it, and everybody, even the commentators.
This is an AMSA, is it? The Japanese dude?
Yeah. Okay. And the commentators are just kind of like,
man, I love AMSA, but can you see him taking a match?
And this is up against I forget what they're called, but there was this like
one of the 5 gods.
Yes, the gods.
Is it Mango?
That's the guy I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think so.
Mango.
Yeah,
I think he's Jigglypuff, right? Or maybe he's...
And he wasn't playing Jigglypuff.
He mains with Fox.
Yeah. But he wasn't playing with Fox in this match.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It was because dude was playing with Yoshi. He was just like, all right, I'm gonna play with one of my secondary mains or whatever. I forget who it was.
Well, he could do that though. I mean, like, he would flex on, he would embarrass people all. So like, he was sort of like a villain to a lot of people because he would just be disrespectful. Like,
it was like
seriously,
it was like even getting a stock off this dude was like a big deal,
right?
And so he would just play with whoever. And
ego trap.
Yeah,
for sure.
Exactly. And dude's playing with Yoshi, and he like takes the first round, and then dude's just kind of like tensing up, get stressed out. I think he takes the second round also, and then the big like signifier for everybody was like, okay, he switched to Fox. Now he sees what the fuck is going on, and he realizes he's about to lose. And then this dude wins the whole match with Yoshi, and it just like changes the whole shit up.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say though, you know, there's like different periods of like competitive Smash. Like the first one people usually talk about is like 2003 to 2007. I tapped in during the resurgence, which was like, people say 2013, but in my memory, I remember it. I feel like it started a little bit earlier than that.
When the kids that grew up with Melee started going to college is probably...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That was me. I was in college.
Yeah.
And in that was like 2013 to 2018. Yeah. And the part that I was talking about where I like, or rather what I was alluding to in terms of feeling emotional was I specifically remember Apex 2015. My memory says 14, but it might be 15 when Nintendo sponsored the event, the Melee tournament, and it was like this huge, it was a big deal. The relationship between Nintendo and like
Yeah.
grassroots competitive Smash is like complicated, but it was like it felt like, oh, this is like acknowledgement. And then when Reggie was like going back and forth with Hungrybox, it was like, holy shit, like this is like finally being acknowledged as like a legitimate like esport, you know, thing.
Game
But
was fun.
I missed this whole wave because I told y'all in the group chat, but like Smash Bros was, or Melee specifically, was the last game I really played like just at the house with friends regularly. And I had a friend because I was a kid in the neighborhood who like nobody could beat, and so people like didn't like playing with me after a while. But I only had I had one friend, my homie Crit, that I grew up with. We would just go back and forth. He was always Fox, I was always Sheik, and I would always win. And every couple rounds, he would be like, I figured you out. I got your strategy. I got it. And I would still beat him. And so I thought I was hot shit because I beat this one kid consistently. And then I finally, this was before, as far as I was concerned, like online gaming was still a pipe dream, as you know, as far as I concerned.
Yeah.
It was like PS2, it was like, we knew it was possible. It was a thing for some people,
you could
but like
technically do PS online.
but nobody did it.
Yeah.
And so like I was entirely not, and YouTube had just started in 2006 as I was starting high school. I guess that explains because I'm a little bit older than y'all. But like the second I got into high school was when I realized that there was a bigger universe than what I was used to. And there was a fucking kid whose name I don't remember to this day. He just insisted we call him Spider with a Y.
oh god,
That rules. Isn't that the name of like a snowboarding coat brand or some shit?
Yeah, sure.
Spider?
Yeah.
With a Y?
Yeah. And even in school, before he showed up, I was also known as like the kid who was good at Smash. And then this kid showed up and just like changed the whole fucking game. I remember I played him in the, for context, I went to a boarding school. And so we're like in the common room playing this playing Smash. And I remember like he was kind of like fucking me up, but it felt even still. And I remember this was the first time somebody chased me off the map. And I was so spooked. I didn't play Brawl or Smash 4 after that. I just completely stopped playing Smash for years until Ultimate came out.
Damn.
Yeah.
That long?
It was like I played it and
never played it intensely.
Yeah. And there were other factors, like I couldn't afford a new console after a while, but I legit just didn't play anything after that happened. And then came back and Smash Ultimate, and like now I feel like I'm aware of what you're capable of in the game, and I'm actually better at the game than I ever was, except that it's a completely different feel on Ultimate. So it's not the same game, really.
I always kind of have a hard time reading where Ultimate sits in terms of the Smash games in general, because it feels a little bit looser or more forgiving than Brawl even at times, but maybe I'm wrong.
I can't speak on
Remember
it.
Super Smash
you're
Brothers
saying
for the
Melee?
No.
Sorry.
I'm saying Ultimate, the new one, is a little bit more forgiving than Brawl, and then obviously Brawl is more forgiving than Melee. Melee is the most like technical.
They get
one.
progressively more forgiving, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, no, I think that's right. I just remember in college, this one kid had Super Smash Brothers for the Wii U, had 4 GameCube controllers. We had like an 8-person setup, and one person would be playing on the fucking iPad thing. And it was just like, that was just some specifically college shit, because it's like, when are you going to find 8 people that have the free time and the willingness to fucking play a game like that for hours?
Right.
I'm some of my friends are folks say, I don't think y'all know, or maybe you do, but have been poking me.
Yeah.
Get back into Ultimate?
No, fuck that. Smash. I'm a Smash purist. I don't even talk about. No, I'm just putting it out there. So before it's made a thing.
Back into Melee, you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. No disrespect to anybody, but I don't give a fuck about any other. I do not care about any other Smash game at all. But yeah, no, Melee. Jaded Forum Melee Tournament, New York City.
Let's go.
I was gonna say coming soon, but we haven't planned that yet. But
I mean, we
I'll
got
watch.
If we set a date, I'll train up.
have some special guests come through.
Get my weight up. I mean,
The funny thing about just competitive gaming, like because Melee is one thing, but Melee is funny because that's like a game that's like accidentally really competitive. You know what I mean? Like
someone's gonna be like, "Why did he say fuck Ultimate so aggressively? Why did he say fuck?"
No one's gonna ask that. No one's gonna wonder that.
Right.
People know. People know.
Sorry.
I mean, I know. When I'm playing, I'm like, oh, this is fun. I'm playing a Smash Brothers game. I don't feel like I'm really like playing Melee. But
sorry, you were saying something though.
No, well, it's just like it's funny because Melee is so like accidentally super competitive. It was just like made away, and then I feel like it's a chicken egg ththing where I feel like the competitiveness came after the fact that like, oh shit, they made this like fucking really good. Like and the games that are like built to be competitive, like Street Fighter or like CS:GO or something, but just competitive games in general. It's crazy how the skill level is like the highest out of like any competitive thing ever. Like it's like ridiculous. It takes like literally genetic reaction time to even be competitive at CS:GO. Like you have to be an alien. Like I remember watching a TikTok and the guy's like, you will never be a pro CS:GO player. Just stop. You never will be.
Yeah.
And I remember watching another one, I think it was Shroud. A guy stitched a video of Shroud, who's a pro CS:GO, Valorant, Overwatch player. And he was like, yeah, guys, sorry, just like your 1,000 hours is my 1 hour, and that goes for 99% of people, and there's maybe 1% of people where that's not the case, but for most of you, you're just bad. You're not going to be good. And the guy stitched him was like breaking down all this guy's accomplishments and how he would like win at one game and then switch to a completely different game, and then like within months be competing at that game.
Right.
And it's like there literally is just like some people are literally just built different.
It's like a Sonic Fox.
Just I don't know what that is.
He is a black furry who wins literally every fighting game tournament.
Oh really?
He's like
That's fire.
He's like, I think he's won tournaments in, I want to say he's won in Smash, he's won in Dragon Ball FighterZ, he's won in Mortal Kombat, he's won in all these different like just like
at Evo type shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like crazy high level shit. He's just like known for being this kid. Like I think and granted, I don't know this super deep. I've just seen like the compilations of it, but like, and he's also the type to like flex on people, and you see those moments where he gets shaken. And there's one famous one where he has this fucking like wolf mask or hat that he wears, and there was one game where he took the hat off, and still washed the dude.
Shout out Crowcat, who, if y'all don't know, CROWBCAT, great YouTuber, makes video essays without saying a word. It's just compilations.
Right.
And he or they.
I also want to correct. I think Sonic Fox goes by they.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Makes these compilations of the. It's like something like the fighting game community is alive and well, or something like that, and it's compilations of people being ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous, saying like. Competitive fighting game people are ridiculous. It's hilarious. Bro. It's a hilarious subculture.
I'm not trying to circle back to the
no.
I just wanted to say on competitive Smash. Shouts out to Dr. PP, aka PPMD. That's my favorite Smash player of all time, and don't think I've said that publicly. So just wanted, in case he ever stumbles into this.
You could have made all that up. No, it's real.
You know what? A point I hadn't thought about.
I thought you were about to pull out a signed GameCube controller.
Signed Dr. PP game.
It's a picture of a dick with like P.
No, when I show y'all like his arc, it is a movie. It is a movie, in my humble opinion, unlike any other in terms of competitive Smash players. That's why he's my favorite. Like in terms of underdog hero's journey, it's insane. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Yeah,
you know that Twitter clip where it's like Shaq and Kobe, and it's like they need to make one of those for like Smash players.
Right. Yeah,
just like them in the gym lifting.
Right.
It exists.
Just
It
controllers.
exists. Yeah.
Oh
You
my
know-
god, like Halo 2, like Halo 3, Walshy, like competitive
Yeah.
Halo players,
I don't
they
know
would have
any-
like the
I don't
most
know anything.
insane
Competitive
montage videos. Oh man.
You know what I hadn't thought
I
about?
won't try and
Zach
sell y'all
loves-
on competitive
Zach loves
Halo.
Halo, by the way.
Halo's fire.
I played the first time I played Halo was in high school, and there were just like white kids who had so much fucking free time, and it was just it made it not fun.
It was weird. Like the richer a kid you were, the better you were at Halo. For
Yeah.
some reason. I think
For
it's
some
'cause
reason.
Yeah.
who would have
I can't seem to draw a
For
connection.
some reason. Time access. Couldn't
There-
do that.
It's like the less stable your parents' relationship was, the better you were at Halo for some reason.
Dog, there was this kid like we used to play split screen. I ran the student store when I was in high school, so we had like behind the fucking counter we just had a TV, and we would set up an Xbox there. And this one kid like pulled up one day and just like he was just like, yeah, I'll beat all you guys with one hand. And he said
Halo?
He said it like it was like we were just supposed to accept that. He was like, yeah, I'll beat everybody with one hand. And everybody's like, okay, fucking show us. And
Right.
he literally is just like gripped it like this. Not even
so
like
fire.
not even like trigger or anything like that. He's like doing the triggers with his fucking pinky and index finger like that, controlling with the soft part of his fucking thumb, and is just like bodying everybody. And I'm just sitting here like, okay, well, I know what class consciousness is now.
Right.
All right. Okay, dog.
I'll beat you with one hand with my father's technique.
It's
It's been in our family for generations.
the Draco Malfoy of
Yeah,
fucking
right.
Yeah.
competitive Halo playing.
Yeah.
Right.
This controller is called the Nimbus 3000.
My father was a bumper jumper strategist. Like,
Yeah,
dumb
no,
as shit.
Halo's crazy. All competitive gaming I have a lot of
Yeah.
respect for because I mean,
Yeah.
dude, I'm playing this new Call of Duty
League of Legends.
and
League
that
of
one
Legends.
I saw a video of a guy being like, "This game is my life." Oh, it's just a game. It's just a game. Like he was
Nah.
like freaking out.
Those
It's
are
like,
the
imagine if your dog died. Would you just say it's just a dog?
Yeah.
And someone's like, bro's literally comparing a game to
To
living, breathing-
organic life.
to a living, breathing animal that shows emotion, and he
Right.
just replies, "Yes, I am." And it ratioed the other guy. Like,
Yeah, oh, wow.
it
Those
was
are the
hard.
dudes that are worse at the games, though. They're the worst.
Right.
The people that are good at games like League of Legends. I used to play Dota in high
They're
school.
like sociopaths.
Yeah, the dudes
So they're
that
just like,
I used to play. No, bro. I used to.
Literally.
yeah.
I used to play this. I used to play Dota in high school, which is like the precursor to League of Legends. There was everybody was into it when I was in high school, and all the people that were super like loud and all this stuff and just like talking shit, they were just like okay.
Right.
There was one kid, his name was Kane. He was this Asian kid who I've never heard speak. Never heard speak. Literally not once. And
Right.
he would just like
Kane.
we would just
That's
be
hard.
like nobody would tell him we were playing. We would just go to the tech lab and just start up a game, and he would just kind of walk in and he would just be like, "Are you good? You guys playing? Okay. I'll just okay."
And then body
I'll play.
everybody.
Right.
And then he would just like silently just kind of like, and we would just be like, all right, we're leaving. We're not doing this anymore.
Dude, it's wild. Like, I mean, even like, it's like, the point I was trying to make was, I'm playing this new Modern Warfare, and it's like, I can play a video game and focus on it now for a half hour to an hour before I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I've been playing a lot of this.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
guys
Same,
play
same.
6 hours a day. They
Yeah.
literally work out to prepare themselves to sit in front of it and play focused for
Yeah.
6 hours a day, if not more.
That's
Yeah.
fucking
And like
sick.
the guys trying to break into being pro, they're playing for more than that. They're playing
Right.
like 10, 12 hours a day.
that shit is fucking
And it's
sickening.
like, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of content on YouTube where you can, like the guy, Dr. Peepee probably like has a video like this where it's like a documentary about these people
Yeah.
and their art. And it
Yeah.
always starts with them like being in a horrible, depressed state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where they're just playing
Yeah.
games all day and they
Yeah.
have nothing else going
Yeah.
for them. in
Mewtwo
life.
Right.
King is people who follow competitive Smash.
Yeah.
You know, Mewtwo King was like the face of what you're talking about right now. M2K.
Mewtwo King was the guy he played. in that
Amso
game.
was playing.
Amso was playing against Mewtwo,
Mewtwo King.
It was
Not
the other
Mango.
guy you said.
Yeah.
That's the name. Yeah. But yeah.
It's I respect it because it's just like the level of focus that requires. Like, does it require physical exertion? No, not really. But
Thumbs are
it does.
physical.
That's the
That's
thing with
true.
Mewtwo King. That was a
Wrists.
huge part of his thing is having issues with his wrists and fingers.
wow.
Yeah.
And that played into his depression and like issues like even in competing
Wow.
and like the self-sabotage around it. It was
That's
a
fucked
lot
up.
of stuff. Yeah.
Wow. Man,
I remember I got so frustrated at Rock Band drums because the drum kits would like give you false notes and shit, and it would
Oh,
break
yeah.
because you play Guitar Hero like, okay, I'm playing Guitar Hero in 5th grade, I'm playing it in 6th grade, now I'm playing it in 7th grade, now I'm in the 8th grade. Now Rock Band comes out, and I'm playing that. Now I'm playing Rock Band drums. Now I'm playing Rock Band drums, and I'm trying to FC every song. Like I'm trying to get every song without missing once.
Yeah.
And it's like you practice a song and the thing misfires and you totally hit it, but it didn't actually hit the note. And I got so sick of it. I was like, I'm not playing this until I have like a fucking MIDI drum kit
Right.
where it's like just actual drums.
Right.
Like, cause that's how seriously I fucking took it.
Wow. Man.
Max bought a fucking Ion drum kit. It was a $300 drum kit with like that sensitive, like how you hit it as how loud it goes type shit.
Right.
And he was like a YouTuber. He was like a drummer on.
Oh,
like he was
wow.
like a Rock Band YouTuber because there was a whole rock band drumming and also Guitar Hero YouTube.
Yeah.
Wow.
James like Coulter,
Yeah.
you can look him up. Wolfie's one of them. I bite pretty hard. If you know, you know.
Wow.
Some people are gonna be like, "What the,
The
fuck
fuck? Yeah,
you
you
just
talking
did?"
about? Yeah.
Yeah,
You're saying the Guitar Hero heads?
yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
because it was big. There was you can look him up. His name's Danny Phenom, I think. Guitar Hero Phenom was his name, and he was the first kid to full combo FC Through the Fire and Flames, which is like obviously the hardest song. And
Wow.
he even like played Guitar Hero at like a Falcons game or something.
Oh,
like it was like
man.
that era, like where they were like,
Oh.
let's have this phenomenal Guitar Hero guy come and
That's fucking
then a lot of them just got into like being in prog metal bands that no one gave a shit about. I mean,
Right.
just probably
just the most technical
Work a sales
music,
job now.
right? It was all people that love like Avenged Sevenfold, shit like that.
oh
Opencollective.com/jaded
oh
forum.
shit, it's late.
It's
Not
is
late, but-
now.
You said 9:30?
No, we're
I'm
9:30.
cutting it.
Thank you.
I'm cutting it.
That was a great conversation.
Yeah.
last thing about Smash before we wrap up.
Mhm.
This
You got 6 minutes.
it's a short point, but this
We'll do a soft 6, all right?
we'll do a soft six. But this brief doc that I watched, it brought up a very valid point that I hadn't thought about in terms of when you think about other fighting games and their technicalities and all these things. And he mentioned the fucking 17-hit combo that was blocked in Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, go Justin! That one?
Yeah,
That clip?
yeah.
Justin! Everyone's like,
when he jumps and blocks the high kick. Just
yeah. And then he switches into that special.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched that in high
Right.
school, and I remember showing my boss. I remember showing my boss who was like younger, and we were like friends, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, watch this. And he was like, what was that? Like,
I don't.
that was pointless. Like,
I
you
get
just
it.
looked at me like I was supposed to have a reaction. And he literally said that. He goes, you just looked at me like your eyes were wide, like I was going to have a reaction. That's just the lamest shit I've ever seen. I'm like, Evo moment 30, what is it, 7? 34?
I love that
Yeah.
there's a hierarchy here, and I get to just simmer in it over you and make you feel even less like a human being.
Well, you know
as
what
you open
really-
up and we're vulnerable, I get a satisfaction out of that.
Right.
Did you know that?
You know what really pissed him off was that I was like set up so much better in life than he was, and he was like
Right.
pushing 40, and he was just my immediate boss, and I'm fucking 16. That's
Wow.
what pissed him off, and he could also
Right.
tell I was smart, which I think bothered him too.
Right.
The choices you make in life. Anyways,
Are you guys really cutting my 6 minutes? But no, but the
the life. Get it? Get it?
because I
Like
just
in
'cause I
comedy.
didn't stand out. It's comedy. But the point the dude made was like that combo, that block, as insane as it was like designed to happen that way.
Mm-hmm.
it was like the second they made it so you could block combos, they knew you would be able, that somebody would be able to do that.
Some freak.
Yeah, some freak. Whereas Smash was like, there's all this stuff that they didn't intend for you to be able to do.
Sakurai talked about this on the new YouTube channel.
Yeah, right. Where it's like shit like wave dashing and all that stuff, and like why certain moves are named after the players that invented them, because you can invent moves in Smash. You can invent maneuvers. There's certain
it's designed to be more fluid.
Yeah, right.
You know?
And it's just like, so there's so much more creativity
It's
involved.
so beautiful to me.
Right.
Yeah,
That people invent
right.
shit within a video game.
Yeah,
right,
it's very
right. There's like as impressive as a combo in Street Fighter is, or a Dragon Ball Fighter is, one of those technical like 3-player switch games. I forget what they're called, but
like Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah. Like as impressive as they are, you're still only doing whatever the game allows you to do.
Right.
Whereas Smash is like, you can do anything the game can't stop you from doing.
That's a good way of putting it.
Which is fire as fuck.
And what's
It's like
crazy,
open world light of the fighting content.
Right.
and what's awesome about that Evo moment clip too is like, there's like emulators where people play that specific, I think it's Street Fighter 2 or 3 Turbo or something.
Yeah.
And it's like they have like simulations where you just set up that scenario over and over again, and people just try and do it, and it's just like extremely hard even for good players to do.
Yeah, right.
Like when you're not in a competitive high stakes moment.
Right.
It's just alien shit.
Right.
It's crazy.
It's like the like, what is it? The innovators versus honers discourse, whatever. You know?
Honers.
Honers.
What do they do?